So all in all, we're real pleased. We highly recommend it. This is not a sponsored video.
No.
We bought this with our own money, but we just really, really like it, so we thought we would mention it right quick. Hey everybody, Bill and Deb.
Hi there.
It's kind of a lazy afternoon right now.
Is it afternoon already?
Oh yeah, it's about 12:30.
Wow.
Or so. Between 12:30 and 1 in the afternoon. Just kind of taking it easy today. We're at a private spot right now for a little bit, but we were enjoying the shade that our pop-up was providing us, and we got to thinking, we have never really talked about this pop-up and how much we really enjoy it, right?
No, I don't think we've ever mentioned it.
No. Now this, and the reason why we have this, I guess we need to go into that first. The reason why we have this is because a couple of our friends had them, and we really like the way they provide really, really good shade. They have a multitude of adjustments on it. Well, not a multitude, but a lot. Now, right now we have it on its lowest height setting, but there's 2 more notches here that you can go with.
Actually, I have it on the medium.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Medium setting.
All right. I stand corrected.
That's okay.
But there's another, yeah, because, okay, you do have a little bit higher than it was.
Yeah, because when I went full height, like we did to pull the van in here so we could work on it, I was afraid that just leaving it like that, if the wind picked up, it was a little wobbly, so I put it to the medium.
Yeah, okay. Well, but it'll go even higher than what it is right now.
Yes.
A little bit more. And what was neat about that is we put new spark plugs and wires in the van a couple days ago, and we were able to set it on the highest settings on these 2 corners here, and was actually able to nose the van right in because it was sprinkling a little bit, and we were able to, you know, stay out of the rain.
Right.
Now the brand of this is Eagle Peak. We got it at Amazon, and you'll notice up here on top, it's got like a second little.
It's like a vent.
Yeah, it's like a vent. And it's really cool the way that works. It actually provides more airflow. And one of the things that we really, really appreciate about it is, if you've noticed on a standard 10 by 10 pop-up, and by the way, there is 10 feet between the legs.
Right.
10 foot, 10 foot, 10 foot. But they bill it as a 13 by 13 because of the way the eaves come out all the way around it, which is neat. But also, what we appreciate about it more than anything else, what I was getting ready to talk about a second ago, is when it rains on this thing, on a standard 10 by 10 pop-up the way they are, they will tend to catch water up in this section here. Then you have to come up over here and you have to push up on it like this, you know, to push the water out. And you get all wet when that happens. And this doesn't do that at all.
The water just runs right off.
Yeah.
And now we do lower it if the wind is going to pick up, just for safety purposes. But it's 160 square feet is the way it's billed. 160 square feet. You realize that's the whole size of my trailer, right?
so we pretty much doubled our living space, you know, when we're sitting out here enjoying it. And another thing about it too is we can actually set it closer to our gazelle gazebo. But we have in the past set it where that eave on the other side over there actually overlaps over the top of the gazelle, and it makes like a little 2-room affair, you know, where you can get completely out of the elements over there, or you can come out here when you got decent shade and a decent breeze and be quite comfortable. So it's worked out very, very well for us. It's not that difficult to set up. The first time around, it was a little bit of a learning curve.
Yes, we had to think it through a little bit.
Yeah, but we've got it down now. We can do it in just a matter of a couple of minutes or so. But
and I hang my Edison lights.
Yeah.
I found that those big office paper clip things, the big clips.
See these big paper clips here?
Those work so well to clip. I was using Velcro, and that was a pain when I went to take it down. But with the clips, it's so easy to pull the lights down.
Right. And you got those clips at Amazon. Do you remember how much you paid for a big package of them?
Oh my gosh, maybe $10 for a whole, I think I bought 200 or something. I got plenty.
Yeah, we'll post a link. We'll post a link to that in a pinned comment.
That makes it go up and come down so much easier.
Right.
And this whole thing, when it packs up, it's in a that big square.
Yeah.
By almost 5 feet.
Around 5 foot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it weighs, don't remember.
It's not heavy. It's easy to manage. Now, the way we have it tied down here, we'll kind of go through that quickly too. These loops here, you can get these at Harbor Freight. Now, these are 2 of these loops tied together, and you can buy a set of 4 of these for $4 or $5. It's not very much, but what we do is, to give us the extra length on these, we tie 2 of them together, and then we can loop it around right up here as you see. Now, these tie downs that we use, we really like those because they're kind of a cam lock affair. All you've got to do once you get them hooked to your tent stakes down here and you get them hooked to the loop, you simply just tug on it and that pulls it tight and you can walk away. When you get ready to loosen it up, see this little trigger right there, you just simply squeeze that trigger and it'll you know, loosen right up, and then you can go ahead and unhook everything. But it's really handy when you can do that. Now, when we know we're going to be in extra windy conditions, we also run stakes through the holes here, but there's really not that much wind predicted for while we're going to be here so far anyway. So for now, we've been getting fine just by doing this. Now, the tent stakes that we're using, and we'll post a link to those, we've talked about them before, those are actually threaded like a large bolt. And the kit comes with a socket that hooks into your impact driver or a drill, and you simply drill them in. And this ground here, even though it doesn't look like it, it's super.
It's nothing but rocks. There's this much dirt,
right,
and that much rock.
and by using my impact driver, I was able to drive those stakes in pretty easily. And then when it's time to get them back out again, it'll be real easy to get them back out. So we'll post a link to all these things. But this particular pop-up, like I say, it's called the Eagle Peak is the brand. It's available in a variety of colors. And this vent up here really is nice. I've actually used our little grill over here on a rainy day, and I cooked some burgers, you know, right here in the middle, and smoke just went right up and out. And so did the heat, for that matter, too. So, you know, it's working out well for us. We really, really like it. We have no complaints whatsoever with this.
And in this particular spot, if we didn't have this, we wouldn't have any shade.
Right, because we don't have hardly any trees at all.
You know, they're all on the edge.
Right. So it makes it quite enjoyable. Now, when we know that it's going to be stormy at night or something like that, we do drop it down in the evening, you know, to get it lower to the ground, and it'll drop down to, you know, about that height right in there. And it's real easy to do. You just simply squeeze on these triggers, it goes right down. Then we come over here and we draw our cables tight again, and then when we know that everything's going to be fine the next day, we'll go ahead and you know, loosen these on up and go ahead and raise it on up, which takes just a matter of a couple of minutes, and we've got our canopy again. So all in all, we're real pleased. We highly recommend it. This is not a sponsored video. No. We bought this with our own money, but we just really, really like it, so we thought we would mention it right quick. Anyway, got a lot more to come. We're still working on the battery bank in the van. Got some more parts on the way for it. Yes. So we'll be doing another video about that. Got several different walkthrough videos still yet to show from what we shot at the Tiny House Adventures Rendezvous over there in Greenville, Missouri. So it's going to be a lot of content coming. But we just thought we would take a little bit just to point this out to y'all. And a couple of things, you know, we've learned along the way, and it's really working out well. Oh, and this fan, we had some people ask about this fan. This fan comes from a company called Teotronics. Teotronics. When I looked in their website a while back, it wasn't available anymore there. But I think if you keep looking, there's other places that are carrying it now, possibly. However, if it's not available anymore at all, I did scroll through Amazon and found some that were almost just like it, and I'm sure they're probably the same thing. They were just a different color.
What this is, I guess we should, you can charge the battery.
Right.
And then you can run it, which is the reason why we got it for those boondocking moments when we need fan. As long as it's charged up, we can get almost all night with this fan.
Yeah, running about half speed. It will run all night at running at half speed. Yeah, and it's a 12-inch fan, so it moves a lot of air. We're really happy with it. Several of our friends, when they could readily get them, they bought them, and they all enjoy them. In fact, one of our friends ended up with 2 or 3 of them.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Yeah. But and they're quiet too. You know, they're not allowed, and and because it is a 12-inch fan, it actually moves a lot of air. I've only got it running on about half speed right now.
And right now it looks like it's plugged in, but it really isn't, because the drop cord's not plugged into the house.
So it's running strictly off of battery power right now. Yeah, and it doesn't take long to recharge it either once it goes down. So anyway, all these little things. If you have any questions, be sure and put them in the comments, and we'll see if we can answer them for you better.
Just more of the little things that make life, living full time, makes it like, you know, we're still on vacation all the time. Right.
So anyway, be looking for the other content, like on the battery bank on the van, and more walkthrough videos to come. Anyway, for right now, we're going to let you go. This is Bill and Deb with I Ride Tiny House Adventures, and you know what we always say. We're not camping.
We are living.
Y'all get out there and do some living, and we'll see you again soon. Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.